Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over three separate things, and the first one being where you guys can go ahead and find Madame Nazar for today, or Madame Nazar's location. The second thing that we're actually going to go over is all the different collection sets and their current cycles. And then last but not least, we're going to go over all of the daily challenges in extensive detail so that you guys can go ahead and earn as much gold as possible here in Red Dead Online. Alright, so without further ado, let's go and get started and show you guys where you can find Madame Nazar. She's going to be out west again. This time she's going to be just south of Twin Rocks, just outside of Armadillo. That will be your fast travel destination of choice for today. So just make your way a little bit northwest from Armadillo and you're going to be able to find Madame Nazar fairly easily. But if this is the only thing that you guys came here for today, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. It does mean a lot to me. It supports the channel, tells me that you guys are enjoying the content, and honestly lets me know that you guys want me to continue making these types of videos, because without those likes, I won't be able to make these types of videos. And honestly, if it helped you out, it could potentially help out somebody else as well. All right, let's go and move on to the next thing. I do want to talk a little bit about live streaming. I do live stream every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make sure you guys are checking out my website, which is gamercorey.com, for the most accurate times of when I do go live on those days. If you guys want to join me on my other days that I live stream, which are completely random, those best way to get into those live streams are to be subscribed to the channel with all bell notifications turned on. I also have memberships here on the channel, so if you guys would like to support me as a content creator, I would definitely appreciate that. There's some perks that go along with it, so if you're into certain other games, I do have a couple private servers, things like that, that you guys will be able to participate if you guys are currently a member. And I do actually do member-only streams that is actually going to be happening later this weekend if you guys would like to become a member and join in on those activities. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that's going to be talking about the daily collection sets and their current cycles. Now, these change every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They don't change with Madame Nazar, but I don't update it until Madame Nazar. So if you guys are watching it after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then the cycles might be a little off and different for you guys, so just kind of keep that in mind. Now, I like to go after the coins or the lost jewelry just because you do make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time as possible. You can make $540 per hour by basically participating in those 5 different collection sets. Oh my gosh, I gotta love the stupid NPCs in Red Dead. But anyway, you can make a lot of money by doing the coins and lost jewelry. However, you need the field shovel and also the metal detector in order to complete all of those cycle sets. But it's definitely worth it in the long run. So coins are going to be a part of cycle number 2 for today, and then the lost jewelry will be a part of cycle number 1. Now, the next couple sets are going to be also sets that either need the field shovel or the metal detector, kind of depending on which specific item you're going after. But we have arrowheads, which is going to be a part of cycle number 3, and then the family heirlooms are going to be a part of cycle number 5 for today. Now, these next 4 sets are going to be sets that if you guys are a low rank collector, or maybe not even a collector at all, whatever it might be, or just need some extra money, these are going to be for you guys. So we have American Wildflowers at cycle number 5. We have the antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 5 as well. We have the tarot cards at cycle number 3. And then last but not least, we have the bird eggs, which are also going to be a part of cycle number 1, just like the lost jewelry. All right, so let's go ahead and move on from there and talk a little bit and a lot of it about the daily challenges. I think this is a good spot to go ahead and park our horse, so to speak, pull over on the other side of the road onto this dock. Looks great if it wasn't so rainy out here in Red Dead. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go over to the list real quick just in case you guys just want to know what the list is before we actually get into the details. So let's go ahead and do that. We have 5 chained pickerel caught. We have 3 cooked seasoned flaky fish. Flaky. We have 5 desert sage picked, 750 distance non-player enemy dragged from horseback, 1,000 distance traveled in a boat with a posse member, 3 free roam missions completed, and then 1 jump from a horse to another horse. And then the daily role challenges include 2 Moonshine Bar drunken player interaction, 2 Moonshine of preferred type sold to a buyer. We have 4 Moonshine served to other players at a bar, 3 deadly predator carcasses or skins donated. We have 6 perfect carcasses donated to Crypts. And then last but not least for this one, we have 1 resupply mission completed with 5 minutes left, 3 arrowheads found, 3 collectibles sold to Madame Nazar. And then 3 collector maps used. We have 2 bounties brought in from West Elizabeth posters. 1 bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more remaining. And then last but not least for this one, we have 1 player bounty collected. All right, so in order to get up to 11 gold bars every single day, you guys need to have a couple different requirements, as you can earn up to 11 gold bars every day, and it's not that hard to do in some cases. Yesterday, I was able to complete, I believe it was 10 daily challenges. I got 5 gold bars. I completed all the daily general challenges because they didn't involve anything additionally that made it a little bit hard and unobtainable. However, I'm different than everybody else, but I'll go over what I believe are going to be the easy ones for today as we're talking about these. But 11 gold bar possibility, but there's 2 requirements that are needed. Number 1, you need to make sure that you have at least a 21-day streak of completing a daily challenge in a row. It doesn't matter how many, just as long as you do 1. And it doesn't matter if it's a daily roll or a daily general. And then the other thing that you're going to need is make sure that you have all the current rolls purchased and be at least a rank 10 in those rolls. Right now there's 4. That could change at any point in time whenever there's actually an update to Red Dead Online, which doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. But that would be an opportunity. Now, anytime that you guys do like bounty hunting, free roll missions, showdown, horse races, things like that, you can earn additional gold for the day. All right, so let's go and talk about these. So this one I'm probably actually going to go ahead and skip for the day, but this one is going to be chain pickerel caught. Now, you can pretty much catch chain pickerel anywhere that there's pretty much water. They should go after either the special spinner and bread bait. I'm pretty sure it's bread bait. But we can come back to that. But once you actually catch your 5 chain pickerel from anywhere that you're basically doing it, that kind of leads us on to our next one, which is basically cooking 3-season flaky fish. So that's kind of a 2-step process. Bluegills will count as gritty fish, so pretty much catch anything but that one. And the same thing with bullhead catfish. Otherwise, a lot of these can be changed into flaky fish. So like I said, the chain pickerel would be an option. Or any of the fish that, for the most part, that you caught yesterday should be able to turn it. Unless you went only after like the big ones or like steelhead trout or salmon or whatever. That could change things up a little bit. And then you're going to need the seasoning, which is going to be thyme, oregano, or mint in order to season it. And then you're going to need the campfire in order to basically cook it. And then so you can do it in Saint Denis, you can do one in Valentine, you can do wherever there's a campfire is going to be just fine. Now, desert sage pick. Now, this is going to be out west, and we're going to go out basically towards Tumbleweed. Now, this specific spot is the one that I always go to. It's going to be just south of Tumbleweed, pretty much between the N and the E right here. So if you come down to about this intersection right here, first and foremost, desert sage can only be found basically west of like this line going this way. So just so you know. So right at this intersection right here, you can actually find 2 groupings of desert sage. They should be pretty close to each other. And then if you go up a little bit further, you're going to find a couple actually around this location as well. Now, these aren't going to be completely exact, but they'll be pretty darn close. If you go a little bit further south, you're actually going to find some right about here and right about here. So I just gave you guys 7 different locations in order to go after the desert sage in order to get this one completed. And then obviously you're just going to fast travel down to Tumbleweed in order to get that. Chain pickerel actually does require a corn. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's corn. So I don't know why I always go after bread bait first, but I typically, when I'm going after these fish, I just use my special spinner. But if you want to have a little bit better of an opportunity, use the corn bait for today. Distance of 750 distance for non-player enemies dragged from horseback. Basically, shoot their horse, and then drag them. For the most part, you can usually get away with doing this with just 1 NPC. Otherwise, it might take you 2, depending on how you drag them. If you drag them fairly slow and at a very steady pace, you shouldn't kill them within that 750. But it doesn't matter who you do it to. I mean, you could, as long as you make them mad and they become an enemy, or you can go to like Thieves Landing or Van Horn, and they'll automatically be enemies on you as soon as you start shooting at them. or drag them. The next one is going to be a distance of 1,000 traveled in a boat with a posse. So you're specifically going to need a boat and not a canoe. Most of the time, this one actually says boat or a canoe. So boats can be found in a variety of different locations. I personally, when I'm going after these, is actually going after along this river. I can usually find canoes and boats, but not too much further up to about here. Beyond that, I never seem to see anybody on this river. There's nobody ever on the Dakota River, nobody on the upper Montana or the lower Montana, so just keep that in mind. But if you want to know one of the best locations, it's going to be right here outside of Rhodes. You can find boats and canoes all along the islands right here. So that's where I would go if you're going to do that one. Obviously, I won't be doing this one today because it involves a posse member. And honestly, it's just, you got to find the boat first. So we're looking at 2 that I'm pretty much not going to do, and that's going to be the chain pickerel unless I just decide to go and do it because I have a little bit of extra time. And I'm also not going to do the 1,000 distance. 3 free roam missions completed. Now this one is actually pretty good, but I personally probably won't do it just because it takes a little bit more time than I probably want to put into it. I usually spend about 45 minutes to an hour with my daily challenges, and then beyond that, I'm pretty much done. So 3 free roam missions. It doesn't matter where you go. It's basically on the map. What you're going to want to do is find anybody that has this little thing right here going on. So Anthony Foreman is going to be a person that you want to go talk to. You got Thomas up here, and then you got Tammy over here. Whatever ones you want to choose, just as long as it has that symbol, you're going to be able to get that free roam mission completed. And then last but not least, we have to jump from a horse to another horse. So basically anybody that's on a horse, NPC, anywhere, doesn't matter, as long as it's not a wagon, then you can jump from your horse to their horse and get that completed. Now just keep in mind that they will become upset with you and you might get horse theft and a few other things, but it's a small price to pay to get up to a half a gold bar. Now the daily rule challenges are pretty easy, so I'm just going to quickly go over a lot of these. 2 times Moonshine Bar drunken player actions. You're going to both get drunk, and then you're going to basically slap each other. If the second one doesn't register right away, there's a water barrel just outside or right before you get to the door. Wash your face there, and if that doesn't work when you drink it again, then go ahead and leave the bar and then come back in and then try it again. If it still doesn't work, then join a brand new session and then go back into it and try it again. So sometimes I've had it all happen in different ways. I've been able to wash my face and it happens, and then I've had to leave and it happens, or join a new session and it works. We have to have 2 moonshine of preferred type sold to a buyer. This is basically anybody besides Bert. So as long as they specifically want the type of moonshine that you're brewing and able to sell, then that's who you want to sell it to. Just not Bert. We have 4 Moonshine Served to another player at a bar. So basically that would be part of the drunken player interaction. So you could serve them 4 and then they can get drunk. And then you could start do this again, or you could serve them 2. As long as they get drunk, it doesn't matter. It's going to probably take a couple depending on what strength of moonshine you have at your moonshine bar. We have 3 deadly predator carcasses or skins donated to Crypts. So I would set my camp up in just a little bit north of Saint Denis in either the Bayou or in Blue Water Marsh. There's lots of alligators all around here, so you guys can just set it up and then kill them real quick and drop them off. This one's really simple to do, but if your camp isn't currently here, it will cost you a little bit of money to move your camp and then quickly set it up to do this daily challenge. Otherwise, you can go after like wolves or cougars, panthers, black bears, grizzly bears. It doesn't matter. Alligators is by far the easiest one. 1 resupply mission completed with 5 minutes remaining. So just basically do 1 resupply mission as quickly as you possibly can. We have 3 arrowheads found, which again, arrowheads are going to be a part of cycle number 3. We have to use 3 collector maps. So one of your collector maps could be the arrowheads. And then last but not least, we have this one. We have 3 collectibles sold to Madame Nazar. You're going to have to specifically go to Madame Nazar outside of Armadillo today and sell 3 items. It doesn't matter what 3. If you have a full set, sell the full set. If you don't have a full set and you just want to sell 3 items, whatever. You're going to make a little bit of extra money, and you're going to make some extra gold as well. So you might as well at least do that one. Those are pretty easy. These 3 are very easy to get done for today. And then last but not least, we have the bounty hunter role. We have 2 bounties brought in from West Elizabeth posters. So just bring them in from West Elizabeth. So you're looking at Blackwater, Strawberry, or Wallace Station. Now, this is going to be different for everybody. I know that. We have one bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more remaining on the clock. So basically just do one of those bounty hunts as fast as you possibly can. And then last but not least, we have player bounties collected. Now, the best way to do this is do this with a friend where you're not in the same posse. And then what you're going to do is one person's going to kill you a lot, and you're just going to keep pressing charges, get them to get as much of a bounty as you possibly can on them. Or they could even kill like NPCs in the meantime as well. And then whenever it's offered, your friend basically takes you, kills you or brings you in alive, whatever. And then you just basically do the same thing for the other person, and then just take over and let the other person get the bounty, and then you turn them in. So that's honestly, in my honest opinion, what I would do to get that one completed, but I won't be doing this one. But legitimately, I haven't had this one offered to me in so very, very long. But anyway, that is all the daily challenges done, gone over, and covered. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of the daily challenges, by all means, leave a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to help you guys out. That's exactly what this entire channel is about, is just helping you guys out and having a good time playing all the different video games that we do play. So if you guys do enjoy these types of videos or any of my video content, because I do, like I said, I want to and strive to basically helping you guys out in any of the games that I do play as best as I possibly can. If that sounds great to you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But till next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.